Welcome everybody to the Thursday night of the Pro Sport World Championship. I'm Kyle Oakes alongside Kurt Ehring, and we're brought to you by the D&D Sports Network. We got us a good show coming up tonight, don't we, Kurt?
Yeah, man. Fabulous. Fabulous. Good to be back here. Appreciate everybody that's been viewing us. You know, you got to be bored of seeing a face like mine, right, Kyle?
There we go.
Here
There
we go, brother.
What we had go on today, Kurt?
Man, we had a lot of great things. What about that big card game that you lost in?
I don't want to talk about it.
I figured you'd be, hey, what he won last night is a different story, wasn't it, brother?
Yeah, I won the cornhole tournament, so I said, well, I might as well take all their money.
I
Came
told
here
him-
today, we got humbled.
Oh, yeah. I told him, I said, save that money, but no. What's this old man know?
But we
right?
did have a Texas Hold'em tournament. It was fun. It was very fun. We had our winner was Zach Vaught, so now he's the
champion.
He's a champion. Texas Hold'em Pro Sport World Champion right there. But no, we've got some good things going on tonight. We've got a few segments. We're going to have another interview like we did last night with Chip Kozer, but guess who we got tonight?
We got one and only
Andy Cannon of Briar Creek Kennels. So that's going to be a fun one. Everybody knows who Andy is. He's always at all these events. Fun to talk to, and he always takes care of
I started him out with TrackMan. Let's not let him tell us no different,
That's right. That's right. But first off, let's jump into our double cast winners from last night. So
Absolutely.
These guys,
boy, we've got some fabulous dogs in this.
Absolutely. And these guys are moving on to the quarterfinals, which will be tomorrow night. Let's have it, Kurt.
Well, our Wednesday night winners was Super B. Hey, Cody Sipes. I mean, a nice female truck winner. Hey, then we got Heather Island, Rachel here, Dual Murphy. We all know that she's very capable of carrying us all the way on. Hey, downtime with Nikki Hale, another one.
Absolutely.
No stranger, brother. Wipe out Clyde. Mitch Mason. I'm telling you now, how do you get any better than that?
No, and you interviewed all these guys, didn't you?
Absolutely. Last night, you just never know who you're talking to out there.
No, you don't. And you can. What was cool about them interviews, and obviously tonight we'll be doing more interviews exactly like last night. But the thing about it is, when you're interviewing that dog, that could be the next world champion.
Absolutely. It's kind of interesting.
That's a cool way to look at it. All of them could be a world champion.
You just never know, do you?
Absolutely not. But no, I mean, we like to come in here also to talk about Talent Outfitters.
Yeah, my neighbor there. Very nice guy right here. I can't say enough about old Mac. He's been a standing behind me. I've known him a long time, even back when he was an Englishman.
Mm-hmm.
Good fella, very serious about his hunts. And what I like about him the most, he will be neat and clean. His place will be that way. And every one of his stands will be the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Does a good job. Mac, don't ever say I didn't hit you one, brother.
There we go.
I got you.
So Talent Outfitters, he's actually donating an elk hunt
for the world champion.
To the world champion. So on top of your $25,000 world champion,
getting an off.
You get to go hunt a big old elk.
Yeah, and that costs something today and age.
We need to win a world champion so we can go hunt elk, Kurt.
I hear you, brother.
You ever hunted an elk?
Never in my life. Not legal. I didn't say that. That's bad.
No, but yeah, so we've got some good stuff coming up tonight. And I will say, them interviews last night was good.
I enjoyed every one of them.
There were some good dogs coming in. And one thing I've noticed, though, throughout the week, we've talked about all these coons being scored.
Man, it's unreal.
These spots are being hunted. And you know this as well as I know, when you hunt a woods, pound that woods, it gets harder to treat coons.
Absolutely.
But it seems like these dogs, they've adjusted well, and they never quit treating these coons.
And the weather has been fabulous. Sun's been shining. It's cooled down.
Yeah.
It's just lovely. I really enjoyed myself down here. I just can't say it enough, Kyle.
We've had a good time, haven't we, Kurt?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
and it's just begun. We're just now getting into the big meat of this operation. We got some big stuff coming, the rest of the weekend. Live footage from the woods.
That's going to be neat, man.
Absolutely. Interviews going to be released come tomorrow, so everybody stay tuned for them quarterfinalists. They're in the quarterfinals. We're going to have some interviews. We had Dick Brothers. We've got Micah Markham and his gang. There were some good boys.
I have Scott Engel on here.
I enjoyed them interviews.
Yeah, I enjoyed them. It's kind of neat, isn't it?
It was. So without further ado, we're going to go to our short commercial break, but don't go anywhere. Grab your popcorn because we've got Andy Cannon at Briar Creek coming right up.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are sitting here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Andy Cannon with Briar Creek Kennels. How's it going, Andy?
Just fine, just fine.
Been enjoying yourself?
Always enjoy myself at these events. You get to see friends from the past like Kurt. You make new friendships and new contacts, and it's just a good deal.
Yes, it is. Glad to have you here, Andy.
Good to be here, buddy.
Always good to be with friends and stuff. And we go back a long ways, don't we, man?
A long time.
Man, it's telling on our age, right, brother? It's all right. You know, life's flew by too, hasn't it, Andy?
You don't realize it when you're young, how time flies.
Exactly. Now you get where we're sitting, you're thinking, man,
We're on borrowed time.
we are. They told me I've been on borrowed time my whole life, Andy. You know what I mean?
I keep telling my little sister I only got a couple more years. She'll
I
call
hear
me
you.
on my birthday and say, "You're still here, bub."
Yeah, my wife said, don't worry about it, Kurt. Only the good die young. I thought, damn, that's nice, ain't it?
I've been told the same.
By God. But boy, we're glad to be here. And Andy, tell us a little bit about your products, and you stand behind them, and just kind of let us in on a little bit of some stuff that you sell that you're pretty proud of.
I'm probably most proud of everything everything we sell. If it's not good and we don't use it, I'm not selling it.
Yep.
One thing we got that I really like, and you can't believe how much I ship out, is our all worm that we take care of. We make it. It's good for everything. It's a cheap wormer, and with the prices that everybody pays today for everything, when you can call the shop and say, "Hey, I need a bottle of wormer," I can sell it to you for $12, and it takes care of a 63-pound dog for 1 year. That's
That's
unbelievable.
bang for your buck.
And you say,
Yes.
y'all make that wormer.
Yes, sir.
100%.
100%.
That means a lot. You know, when you sell a product and you know the hands that have made it,
absolutely.
that makes a difference because you can tell your customer what's in that product, and you know, as a matter, and you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that it's going to help that dog, and that means a lot.
And we
Yes.
start using it on our puppies. You know, we've raised a lot of puppies, 3 weeks old,
Already give them the wormer.
already giving them the wormer.
You know, and you see a lot of products that say don't give it to them. You know, 6 weeks,
Exactly.
Exactly.
6 months, all the way up to 6 months. You know, some of their products. You know, some products
Right.
like that can't be good for a dog.
No,
So, and y'all's products here, y'all's all wormer.
it's
I mean, it works.
you cannot believe the people that call, buy, and then the testimonies that we get back on it, how good it works.
Hey, Andy, you ever think about warming yourself here with this?
You know,
Sorry about that. I had to
I'm
throw
gonna
that
be
in
honest. I have took that wormer on accident, and I'm gonna tell you the result on a human ain't
there.
good.
Oh, my Lord.
But it does work on a human.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to try it. You're sitting on the pot the whole next day. I'll just tell you that much.
Well, slip
Cleans you
that
out.
gut out. Hey, I used to call him old puss gut. You know what I mean? No, I tell you what, we've had a lot of fun. And you're right. When you got a product and you're proud of it, it sells itself too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And-
and I like how you said that. 'Cause that's one thing about Briar Creek Kennels. Briar Creek Kennels sells itself. You know, they've always had #1 customer service.
Absolutely.
None below #1. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
give us a little rundown of some of the products y'all carry, Andy.
Like in our lights, we've got the Outlaw light. We got the light that I use and recommend myself as the Hellcat Max. I've got the new Cottonmouth out there. I even got one of the Bright Eyes lights. I mean, we've got it all. We've got your Garmin products, Dogtra, all the jackets that used to be Southside, now is Wildcat since Solomon passed away.
Nice jackets too.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, you're getting a new one, I believe.
Yeah.
Just everything, leads, collars, you name it. If I don't have it, it's either because I don't recommend it or I ain't figured a way out to get it yet.
Yeah. So, and if y'all, I'm assuming, do y'all carry Elite Nutrition products?
Yes, we do.
So
Yes.
that's a big thing right there because I
Boy,
know
it's outstanding.
a lot of
Not
people
only
have,
carry it, but I use it on my dogs.
Yes.
and that shows a lot right there because a lot of places sell things and they don't really know how it works, you know, and it means a lot for the man that's selling it to you, uses it himself.
I'm using some right now on a diabetic sore I got. And I tell you what, it's going to work.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
It's going to work.
that's another thing. I sold him a jar yesterday. It's made by Hound Dog Country Supply, I believe. It's a foot lotion.
Yeah.
It's got lidocaine in it. My buddies laugh at my feet hurt all the time. I'll be at Autumn Oaks standing up there for
Mhm.
12, 14 hours a day, I rub my feet down, that lidocaine numbs it.
Right.
And I started telling Kurt, because I'm a diabetic, the legs don't, you get cuts on your legs, briars and stuff, they don't heal as fast. I put that stuff on there.
And you can do the same stuff on a dog, because I personally use it on a dog. You know, he gets a cut paw, and you've got a late round to hunt. And, you know, and everybody knows about late rounds. That's when the big checks get paid.
You bet.
You know, that's when a big check gets cut, is on that late round. You know, a lot of times a dog may get injured on the early round or whatever. Grab that, put it on them, and that dog's like, you know.
That's when that heart's got to come to effect, too.
Last year in the spring super stakes, you know, I make the final cut. My little Stormy dog, she come up with a cut on her pad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out there, I'm putting it on her, I'm doctoring up. That kicked in. She didn't even know she had a foot. She just went in there and gave me her all.
Oh, absolutely.
Sounds like some stuff I used to do. That's bad, isn't it? Oh, Lord. Man, I tell you what, it's nice sitting up here having fun and talking about products and friendship. These big hunts like this bring us all together. We're like one big family. You know what I mean? And that's what this is all about today and age to me.
Yeah, and Andy, a lot of people know y'all by y'all's boots y'all wear. And I know y'all got a wide range of boot wear. Kind of give us a little rundown on some of the boots y'all do carry and what you recommend for people.
The boot world is wide open because everybody's foot's different.
Correct.
One of the most durable boots that a lot of guys like is the Dry Shod High.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really great boot. The boot I'm wearing right now, testing out, and it's really comfortable. In fact, I got a pair coming for Kurt tomorrow. Is the new Lacrosse Alpha Light 2.
Right.
It seems to be really comfortable.
I've heard some good things about them. I know Jeff Rickles, he wears them, and he really loves them.
I've had them all summer hunting in them, and, you know, I'll hunt 4 to 6 nights a week, and I put them through the test. The Bikini boot, it's like having a super swamper on your feet.
That's what I wear.
Some guys say they're uncomfortable. Take that cheap insole out and go buy you a good pair of gel cells and go to work on your dog.
You won't beat the tread on the Bikini boots. Like you said, they're like a mud tire.
But I'll tell you what, we've got another boot called a Polypower.
Right.
I've seen those.
It sells for $145 with a chap. You can't beat it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a non-insulated boot. And the best thing about it, most of these chaps, these guys, they come in, what can we do? You can get your chaps special order. We can measure you up, and they're perfect fit for you. But this guy, Wildcat, when he makes his chaps, he starts sucking the chap size in 2 inches. Mm-hmm. It fits better on the top of the leg.
Absolutely.
You don't get all that trash, copper stick tight.
That makes it nice.
Yeah, because some of these bootmakers, you know, it's as big as a 50-gallon drum.
Especially when you got chicken legs.
You got chicken legs like you. It's awful.
It is.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about life. Hey, these legs here are made for work, not looks, is what I tell them all. You know what I mean?
Worked a day in your life.
Hey, easy, my God. You've been talking to my wife. You understand?
No, I remember back when we were slinging pups.
Oh, yeah. You know, talking about them boots like that, we all miss Linda Wick, don't we?
Yeah.
She was the greatest. She'd measure inseams and get everything right. And you don't miss a lot of things till it's gone sometimes.
Exactly.
And a lot of people's come back now to program that. And you know what I mean? If you're not comfortable wearing something, you're not going to wear them, right?
No, and especially the miles that we put in these dogs night after night after night after night. You want a comfortable boot.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than an uncomfortable boot.
For instance, I got a good friend. Some people may know him. It's Mike Gilbert.
Yeah.
Very good guy.
Last year,
when he's asleep,
when it kept track of his steps that he took, he walked to Florida and back.
Right.
On his steps in 1 year of hunting. Now, that's a lot of walking. If you don't have a boot that's comfortable, you can't walk.
Oh, no. Absolutely. And especially when you're walking hills, mountains, creeks, rocks.
You never know what terrain you're going to get, especially going these hunts. Oh, no. You never know what you're going to draw.
Hey, Andy, can you remember years ago, Lacrosse made him non-insulated knee boots, and we had them. Hey, man, we thought that was the thing. You know what I mean? We could run and jump fast. You know what I mean? Boy, heck, boy.
You know, I was scared to death when they sent me this pair of Alpha Light 2s to wear because I've never been really able to wear a lacrosse boot.
Yeah,
because the last ones I had was the old Lacrosse Burley, and I thought I was going to pull a hamstring trying to get them off. And I sat there in my mom's kitchen with her scissors cutting a new pair of boots off my leg, and my mom comes in there and she says, "You just bought them."
Oh, yeah.
You know? But if you can't get them off, how good are they?
You said, Mom, don't worry about it. It was your check.
No, going into some of the products, I know this is a big product that I use. Kurt's now using it. We all use it, and everybody. I like for you to expound on this a little more. Is the Bama socks? You hear a lot of people ask about them, and they don't really know exactly what they do and what they are. Can I talk about them for a little while?
Bama socks are a great thing, especially for you diabetics.
Yes.
Because our feet sweat. And in the winter, when your feet are sweating, you sit over freezing, your feet gets cold, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
But that Bama sock, you got to wear a size bigger boot. You put that on your foot, you put it down your boot, and you walk. You come home that night, your socks will be dry.
Absolutely.
The Bama sock will be sopping wet.
Yep.
You can either lay it on your register or put it on your boot dryer, and it'll be dry for the next night. And when you wear it out, just call me, and I'll send you another pair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. When I started wearing them, I was skeptical about them when I first started.
I was too, because I hate bulk on my foot. You know what I mean?
But it's the weird thing about it is, though, they make the boot 100 times more comfortable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You don't feel all them rocks, through your boots.
And like Andy says, you pull your foot off, your shoe off.
They're dry.
And they're dry. And for a diabetic, that's outstanding.
Yes. And you wear them 3 or 4 days until they will stand up in the corner and start stinking so bad you can't stand it. Wash them, put them in the dryer.
And they wash good. I noticed they wash real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, a lot of people, I know they're like me, when I get done with a cast, I always take my boots off. A lot of times I'll put a new pair of socks on.
Yes.
Especially when you got a 2 or 3 hour drive home. There was nothing more worse than pulling off a wet sock and trying to put a dry pair on.
Oh, yeah.
The Bama sock takes care of all that.
When they first come out, Bud Hood.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Bud always selling something out of the back of his truck. And, he said, Andy, you need to try these out. I said, what do you mean?
I can remember that.
And he was selling them back then for $15 a pair. So they haven't went up that much.
Oh, no.
And he gave me a pair to try. And I paid him. And I put them on. I said, Bud, I can't get in my boot. And he said, well, you dummy, you got to buy a size bigger boot.
Oh, yeah.
But
you can only lead a horse to water, Andy.
I know.
But you can't make him drink.
No, you can't.
Oh. And that's been my life story. My mom and dad tried to beat it, and it still didn't work.
Oh, I relate to that. You understand?
Yeah. I'm one of them guys that has to learn on trial and error.
Yeah. That's why I live in a show me state.
Yeah.
You got to show me.
That's exactly right. I've thought about moving there for the same reason.
Don't get too close, my guy.
Not to you.
But so Andy's, everybody knows you also as the a big hound supply dealer and seller, but you're also pretty successful in the woods. You enjoy coon hunting yourself.
Yeah.
Going to a few of them dogs, we know you also had you've had some success this year also.
Yeah, a little bit. We, I'd pretty well quit coon hunting. I was going through a rough patch, had a bad marriage, got divorced, and Jim Ridge and Chris Girth pulled me out of the gutter.
Good people.
Jim kept me in the woods that summer, 7 nights a week. Didn't give me a night off because he knew I was going to go do something stupid. Yeah. He really saved my life.
Kept your mind on the game.
Kept my mind on the game. And I think that summer I made 3 grand nights and 1 night champion for him, plus was hunting in the PKC, and I don't know. He kept track of all that.
I can remember that. Boy, you was slim and trim then, brother.
He had that lead dog, and I guarantee you the first month I hunted him, because he was a get through the country, I lost 14 pounds in 20 days with that dog. And I thought, and now I'm sitting there thinking, I need him back.
I'm telling you, evidently what you got now is a close hunter, right?
No. But we, one of the proudest things, the first year of the TOC, we got to the top 64. The next year, we made the top 100 of the world. We won early round every night in the fall Super Stakes. Could not get that break. And
that's rough.
These people don't understand what these guys are going through here.
Yeah.
Hey, there's some good dogs still not in this show here.
Yeah.
You will draw the best of the best in the late round.
Yes.
Because the mediocres get weeded out in the first round. The guys that are in there on a him and a chance.
Yeah.
And
the best handlers too, in
there's nothing
game.
more exhausting than winning 4 other rounds and getting beat late.
Well, because you're up all night.
You're up all
night.
night.
And then when you're in my case, you're getting in at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and you got to be back out there at that trailer at 9, 10 o'clock, get it open and start selling stuff.
That's when your sense of humor gets shot in, Andy. That's usually when I walk up.
Yeah. But probably one of the funnest things is, Stormy, I got her in the top 6.
Mhm.
Like a dummy, I let Kevin Cable buy her. I should have kept her. I really like that
Money
dog.
talking, bullshit walks.
It did. But I miss her. But
I had a girlfriend like that.
yeah. I've had a couple miss me, or at least they told me that.
They're lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'm really proud. Last winter, me and Willie Harrison, we hunted all winter. We was hunting in the snow, and that long-legged sucker, he could step across the snow bounds, and I'd fall in, and he'd say, "Come on, quarter pounder." We'd get to them trees. He sold his, I sold mine. We've done some great money, but he sold his to Mark Hall. Mark bought the dog, and he's kept him with Willie hunting. I feel like I've been a part of that because Willie's my hunting partner. He just finished 8th in the UKC World Hunt.
That's a big deal.
Yes, it is.
He was heading up here, and the dog's only 2 years old. He's got a lot of winter.
Yeah.
He was coming up here and was hunting him Monday night, and some yard dogs, 7 of them, run down from a house and tore him alive. He's lucky to be alive. 7 dogs on top of him. But yeah, we've had a little bit of success. Main thing is don't let it go to your head.
Oh yeah. And I guess one thing I'd like to ask you before we do close out this segment, it would be if you had to pick one of your favorite dogs throughout the years, what dog would that be and why?
I'm hoping he's going to say Trackman, by gosh.
I'm going to tell you what, one of my top little dogs that I ever loved was my Houdini dog. And that was out of Kurt's Trackman and my little Clover female. She was a Jim Dandy. I liked the little lady dog that Jim and Chris owned that I handled that fell out of a tree. I mean, I had truck hunts with her, top hunted, all kind of stuff. I'm going to tell you what, it's a close race. My old Barb dog that I had in high school.
Yeah.
I loved her, but that Stormy dog's probably the best dog I put a lead strap on in a long time.
That's saying something, man. You've had several dogs, and you know how that works, boy. You get attached to some of them,
And they all say they get better as they get older. But, that's like that litter that I raised off Trackman and my Clover bitch. You can ask Kurt. There was 4 Grand Nights, 3 Night Champions. Every pup in the litter was titled, and she did her part. And Trackman did his.
I'll never forget the day you drove over there.
Me and my ex-wife drove over there, and I was the first guy to get to breed the Cold Sweat.
Yes, you was.
He had went sterile for 2 years. And Kurt's dad told me, he said he's been sterile for 2 years. It'll take 2 years to bring him back.
He was quite a dog, man. He didn't like these hunts. He didn't have the patience. He was a little crazy on that stuff. But
I know where you get it then.
Oh, yeah. It's in the DNA, by God.
But I was one of the first ones to bred it to Cold Sweat when he come back.
Yes, you was.
We bred on New Year's Eve night. And I come home, and the little female got sick on me when she had her pups.
Yeah.
And I come home from work checking her. I knew she was having them when I left for work that morning. And I called Kurt and I said, I got dead pups everywhere. I'm getting her to the vet. I raised 2 and I called Kurt Ehring. I said, hey, I only got 2 pups and I know I owe you a stud pup.
Right.
And the one pup don't look healthy. I said, I'll raise this good one and give to you. He says, no. He said, you sell that pup and you pay some money on that vet bill. Keep your wife happy so you can come back and do it again. You remember that?
That's right.
Now that's what kind of man this guy is right here. He's top-notch grade A. Maybe have a little bit of sideways and ignorance to get him there. But when Kurt's your friend, he's your friend.
Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate that. That about chokes me up. You know what I mean? That's different for me to get choked up on anything,
Well, that meant a lot to me at that time because I'm still a poor boy, a working man. I just get to enjoy my job where a lot of people don't.
Yes.
But at that time, me and the ex-wife, we didn't have no money. You scrape, you live paycheck to paycheck. And when you done that, anything Kurt Ehring needs, I'll do my best to get it for you.
And he has been that way with me ever since that day and on. That's crazy, isn't it?
It is.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Briar Creek's getting ready to do next summer a youth hunt at the shop. We're going to do a pro sport youth on Friday night, PKC youth on Saturday night. Ashley's already told me he's going to bring you guys in.
That'd be a good deal.
Oh,
that will be good.
It's going to be awesome.
And your shop, it's in Hymera?
Hymera, Indiana.
That's right.
Good location.
Absolutely.
Coon hunting like you ain't never seen. I've got a lot of good guys that are going to come and help. But if we can get that going and make it grow, I know the first year is going to be a struggle, but getting the support and everything out there,
absolutely.
it'll grow and
yes.
be one of the best events.
Absolutely. So before we close this segment out, we'd like to ask you to kind of give the viewers, what's your next few hunts y'all Briar Creek trailer going to be at? Everybody knows y'all haul the trailer around. Everybody knows the Briar Creek trailer.
Absolutely.
What's the next few hunts on the list?
This is the kind of the last draw for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Since June, I have not been home 15 nights in a row to sleep in my bed. I'm tired. I'm ready to start hunting some young dogs.
Yes.
But our next hunt that the Briar Creek trailer goes out to will be the Grand American.
That's a good one.
And then we'll go to the Winter Classic. And then, of course, you got your PKC World Hunt, your Spring Super Stakes.
It starts right back.
And whatever my new boss, Philip Baldwin, decides I'm going to.
Nice fella.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I've been blessed. Of course, Chris Girth started the shop.
Right.
He was a great guy to work for, one of my best friends in the world. When Philip bought the shop, he said, the only way I'll buy it if Andy comes with it. It made me feel good.
Yeah,
You're wanted.
You're wanted. Yeah. It's nice to feel wanted. I wish my wife felt that way. You understand?
Actually, we do, don't we, Kyle?
Yeah. Lordy me, huh? Boy, I tell you what, we're having some fun up here, and I never thought I'd be sitting on the sidelines doing this, but I really enjoy it. It's been a little hard for me not to be out in the woods this weekend, boys. But getting to see
I said a few of the competitors, and they might be a little glad of that, Kurt.
I'd say you're right by that. I'd say I'm not missed out there, are you?
Yeah, but Andy, we'd like to thank you for sitting down with us. I hope our viewers enjoyed it. Before we go to a short break, we're going to let you know what's coming up on the next segment. Me and Kurt are going to go over the quarterfinalist matchups for Thursday night, so nobody don't go anywhere.
Thank you all.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that interview with Mr. Andy Cannon with Briar Creek. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Andy's good people, and he's always worked for good people, too. And
everybody knows who he is.
Yes.
Have you ever seen Andy without a smile on his face when you walk in that
That's
trailer?
what life's about. I'm not much into negativity, are you?
Absolutely not.
I'm a positive type guy. What about these cards and these dogs tonight?
Yeah,
man,
so that's our
we
early
got a
round
fabulous.
Oh, yeah, this is our early round matchup for tonight. Now, remember, this is the last night for these dogs to get qualified for the quarterfinals. This is a big deal. Tonight is the final night.
This is a night we'll see the sportsmanship have to come out because it'll be tough.
Exactly right. These people are going to try to do what it takes to get in. And for the obvious reason.
Just like a race car driver.
Because they've taken off work, they've took time from their family, and they spent money to try to get in the quarterfinals. And this is their final night to try to get in.
And it costs out here today and age.
Oh, absolutely. So without further ado, we're going to jump in here to cast 401. We have got Heather Island Bob, Alan Carlson,
What
Mind
about
Games,
Bob?
Ashley Dalton, Brush Creek Bad Barbie, Jeremy Cox, and Zach Turner.
Nice cast there.
Oh,
Very nice.
If you asked me to pick one, I couldn't do it. Could you, Kurt?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't pick it.
That's going to be an absolute.
It's whatever dog gets a break in this cast.
That's all it's going to be. So that is a very.
Is Ashley hunting this dog here himself?
Yeah, Ashley's going to be hunting Mind Games, and we got Jeremy Cox on Barbie, and Carlson's on Bob. I mean, that's a Heather Island dog, obviously.
Real handler right here too.
Oh yeah, he handles. You always see out in the winter circles.
Yeah,
So that's going to be a hard matchup right there. Yeah. They'll all have their hands full.
Hey, I'll say one thing about that cast. They are all gentlemen right here.
Absolutely, they are. So that'll be a very well cast. We got a cast 402. We have got Flat Rock Breaker 19, Zach Burden, Watts Cracker Rip, Michael Penny, Heather Island Get Ripped, Dustin Weed, and Flat Rock Roxy, Brandon Kidd.
Man, boy. Hey. The pressure's on.
You know, you think as the week went on, you know, they get a little easier as
they've gotten tougher at this show.
Looks to me like they've gotten tougher, Kurt.
Hey, when you put that kind of money out, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
You're going to get some of that.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at $25,000 to be a world champion plus that elk hunt. I mean, I don't know how you can put a price on that. And that crown of
being a world champion too. That crown is.
There's people hunt lifetimes
to get that crown
and never achieve that. You know, everybody always dreams. Everybody's got the NFL Super Bowl to win, you know, national championships. To be a world champion, that means it all.
And get that world champion ring, you know what I mean? So they can roll it around in front of you, you know?
My finger's still waiting for that, you know what I mean?
I hear you, son. You're a young man. You'll get it.
We're going to try. So that's a very well cast right there. We're going to jump right in here to cast 403. We've got Fortune Cookie.
Old Fortune Cookie.
Justin Davenport. The Joker, Cody Stallard, Split Tree and Trigger, Jason Himes, and Smokestacks, William Clayton.
Man, another one stacked up there.
Absolutely. There's nothing bad to say. I mean, you've got a Nationals champion, Split Tree and Trigger. Everybody knows he won PKC Nationals.
Yes.
I mean, you've got Fortune Cookie, Justin Davenport, absolute.
And you know Justin's no stranger. Hey, me and that man's dad went back a long way.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And you got the Joker with Cody Stallard. Them Stallard boys are packing
I like to say one thing about this Davenport boy. When his dad passed away, they put the world champion trophy in his casket with him. He told me that this morning. That's kind of touching, wasn't it?
That's unbelievable.
That's what his dad would have loved. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that means a lot right there.
Yes, it does.
And that shows how deep the coon hunt is.
It goes
in the blood of these people. You know what I mean? It's in there deep.
It's in there deep and right to the heart.
Absolutely, it is. So even down the Smokestacks, that dog is from Eastern Tennessee.
He'll be a coon treer now.
I've hunted many nights with that dog, Kurt. He's a coon treer. You know, you can't overlook that dog.
Well, you're not going to walk them mountains to a dog who don't have no coons. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Absolute fact. So that's a jam up cast right there. We're going to drop right in here to cast 404. We've got Big County Storm, Autry Moody. We've got Lone Wolf, Kelsey Stallard. There's another Stallard dog right there.
Yep.
We got the Rodeo Star, John Langston, and Road Rash, Trevor Gaffield.
I'm going to tell you something. Another one.
I wouldn't want to be in any of these casts, would you?
No. Hey, like I said, there's no sleepers in this cast here at all. And I tell you what I liked about this hunt down here. You get these kind of handlers, these kind of dogs, people want to say, oh, man, they do this, they do that. But let me tell you something. When you get into this league, it's even better, and the sportsmanship's even better, I believe.
Absolutely. Even though that 25,000 is on the line, it just
it's just
I mean, I hunted in a cast Tuesday night, and like I said, 25,000 on the line. I had a wonderful cast. You know, not the first argument. You know, we treed coons, and everybody enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, you go to one of them little old hunts, that's when you get all your stuff. That's when you get all your problems.
Oh, absolutely. So, and that's one thing I like to stress people. Just because that big money is on the line, don't be afraid to come out.
No.
You know, you've got a chance just like anybody else has got a chance. Everybody's had to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
And not to say $300 is not a lot of money, but $300 to have a chance at 25,000.
That's cheap.
That's a very good deal.
Do your homework, come out here, and let it happen.
Oh, absolutely. I mean? And if you double up, you get paid. You know,
absolutely.
It ain't just winner takes all. You know, if you double your dog up and you get in the quarterfinals,
the more cash you win, the more you pay to get all the way to the 25,000.
So that shows a lot about how much pro sports giving back. You know, they're just not giving all to one person.
That's right.
So we're going to get in here to cast 405. We've got Heather Island, Get Rocked. Doyle Murphy. We've got Yakin River Gypsy, Vicky Bassett, Electric Cowboy, Austin Gentry, and Bush Whacking Style, Michael Arnett.
Man, hey, another one of them casts. Isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. I mean, how do you pick a dog?
Well, I tell you what, it's hard to pick one like that, and hey, I don't know how you go about picking that.
No,
dog.
and one thing I think about, we've got Doyle Murphy in here hunting Heather Island, Get Rocked. Doyle Murphy got Rachel Ray in
Yes,
last night, so Doyle's already got one dog in.
he never gets excited out there, does he?
He's a very calm, cool dog, and that's one thing I like to say is, these hounds, and these hounds will pick up on your energy.
Absolutely.
If you notice a lot of these big handlers, they don't get nervous. They stay calm. They stay cool, because if you get nervous,
I guess that's why I've never been a big handler, right? Because I'm nervous all the time, I tell them.
But them dogs pick up on that energy.
Absolutely.
And it affects them dogs.
You raise a dog in the house and you have a little discrepancy in the house, them dogs pick up on it.
Oh, absolutely.
I got a little female out in the truck right now called Santa Baby, and she's as smart as I've ever seen. And there's no track man in her, but I'm fixing to have some in her. But she picks up on everything I do.
Very
on my
smart
vibes.
dog.
Very smart.
And that's a lot of these dogs. They're very intelligent. They can tell when their handlers are nervous. They get nervous.
Yeah.
If you ever get nervous, a lot of times you don't perform to your best ability.
Hey, just same way with the horse.
Absolutely.
They feed off of you.
Yeah, exactly right. So we're going to jump in here to cast 406. We've got Packing Stylish Clyde, Sean Burden, 5-Digit Bridget, Mitchell Griggs, and Rock's Big Hank, Benny Cooper, and Rock, Adam Lowry.
Nice.
There'll be some coon street right there, Kurt.
Yes.
I believe I know the woods that they're getting guided there. They're going to
Man,
white
the
pin
woods
out.
these people got to hunt in is a blessing
It's
too. isn't it?
beautiful.
Hey, they're treating 4 or 5 coons a night.
There was
in
a cast
cast
last night that
Had 975. I think that was what dog was that?
Was that on Nikki Hill's cast?
No. It was on that's terrible for Kurt to
Do
forget.
they realize how many in these hunts where these dogs are spread out as far as they are to score 975?
They had them where they could get to them and handle them. Yes.
And that means a lot. That means there's a lot of coons in them woods.
Yes.
Had to have been. And that's one thing about it. These woods, I'm not hunting in the bad woods all week. I've not walked in the bad woods all week.
Good
They're
walking.
clean, they're open, and there's coons.
Yeah. Beautiful spot for a world hunt.
And that's what it takes to have a good hunt.
Yes.
You got to have good coons, and you got to have good hunting.
I know a lot of people say, oh, man, let's put them where they got to really work for it. If I was ever going to look at a dog or anything in my life, I want you to put them in coons.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see what they can do.
Because the way I look at it is they put these hunts where there's coons. Because people want a good coon population for a good coon hunt.
Well, yeah, if you make an error, you know, there's only one great one.
Absolutely.
You got a chance to overcome it
You can.
with a coon dog.
Absolutely. So we're jump right into the cast 407. We got Axel Rose, Eric Bolin, RFC, Hardcore Kate, Kevin Walker, Rodeo Cinch, Mason Bush. Mason won early last night.
Yes, he did. You'll be watching this from young man right here.
Cricket's Big Time, Big Timber, Little Lad, Zach Walker.
Man, another one.
We can't stress enough on how hard these casts. And Eric Bolin, he's from Kentucky.
He'll have a coon trainer.
You always see him in the winner's circle. And obviously, you interviewed Mason Bush last night.
Nice fella.
I reckon he just caught a little bad break on the late round. That's what it takes to win these coon hunts.
We went over that. Breaks win coon hunts. Wins car races. Race horses, same
Everything.
way. They got to have a break.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right in here to cast 408, we've got Geraldine, Tom Thompson, Mojo's Catman Dude, Scott Engel.
Catman Dude.
That's a Super Stakes champion.
He's off a
right
Trackman bitch. You do know that. Old Nelly.
Old Nelly.
I got to throw that in there whenever I can, you see.
So that's no sleeper right there. And Scott, he got a dog in earlier in the week, so he's coming back for 2. And Catman Dude, he was a Super Stakes champion, this spring. Then we got Effie, Jim Pires.
That dog right there is tough as they come to.
He won early last night. So he's coming back for
That'll
more.
be interesting cast there, too.
It will. And we've got Kermit the Frog, James Hall. They've all got their hands full.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a jam up cast. We're going to go out here to 409. We've got Buck, Rockin' Jolene, Trent Barker, Tracker Classic, Casey Stallard, Cold Creek Preacher, Patrick Bruton, Greasy Creek Jesse, Sean Four.
Lordy me. They'll probably be hunting right here close too.
I say they will. I say Stallard's probably going to guide them.
Yeah.
So he'll put them in good coons, and he's
Yep.
always packing a coon dog. So there'll be some good hunting.
He's no stranger to the winter circle.
Absolutely not. I'm
none
excited
of
to
them
see who
guys
wins
there
that.
are.
I'm excited to see who wins that cast. That could be a very toss-up cast.
Yes.
Right here to cast 410, we have got Crazy, Garrett Brown, Morehouse's Show No Mercy, Kevin Morehouse, Loose Cannon, Jeff Rickless, and Wipeout Jim, Daniel Scott.
Oh, Loose Cannon.
Loose Cannon. Jeff's been talking a lot about him. He said he's a young dog. He said he really likes him.
I was glad to see him do that and come on with another dog.
Everybody knows Jeff Rickless. He's been in the game for a long time.
Yes, he has.
He's hunted a lot of legendary hounds. Old Hardwood Henry. A lot of the guys.
Hell, he hunted old Bellard Zan back years ago. That's when I first met him.
Absolutely, and that's a legend. They were legends.
Yeah,
legends in the sport. So that's going to be a. I see the Crazy dog at Garrett Brown. I talked to Garrett on and off. He really likes that dog. So I say this.
That'll be a good cast.
There'll
right
be some
there.
coons tree right there, and we've got cast 411. We've got
3-dogger.
That's a one break. We're
That's
talking.
a break
We're
right
talking
there.
about breaks. It's one less dog a man's got to beat. We have got McKenzie's Country Boy Spec, Travis McKenzie. That's a blue dog.
Boy, you like that? You caught on that real quick.
That's a blue dog right there. We got Big Mac, Jimmy Ridgway, and Captain Morgan, Michael Ward.
Hey, boy.
They've all got their hands full right there. Every one of them. Jimmy Ridgway, Big Mac, no slouch of a hound. And we've got Michael Ward with Captain Morgan. Ward got one in through the qualifiers, 10 Cup. No stranger to the winner circle. He got one in the qualifiers, so Ward's already got one in the quarterfinals for tomorrow night. It sounds like he's trying to get
Cup's
Captain
brother
Morgan
at the house.
Do
What
you
about
really?
Bob? I call him. Sure do.
So it looks to me like he's trying to get a second one in, and obviously Travis McKenzie, he's local. He's local to the area, so he's kind of got that home field advantage. So
Yep.
that means a lot right there. So right here in cast 412, we've got Night Ghost, Train Scrappy, Keith Bowen, Main Street, Oakwoods Dollar, Greg Maynard, English
Oh,
Dog.
great.
That's right. We got Flesh and Bone, Chris Saunders, and Dixie Chick, Scott Bates. Oh, Chris Saunders.
Wow, boy. What a cast, Chris, Greg, man. I like to be a fly on the wall out there.
I'd like to watch that one, wouldn't you, Kurt?
I'd be out there poking a little bit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, prod them a little bit, get them fired up a little bit. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Yeah, so that'd be an unbelievable cast right there. We've got cast 413. We've got Little Out of Whack, Robert Hutchinson, Rent Money, Michael Markham. We interviewed Michael earlier,
Yes,
so don't go anywhere for that interview. It'll be tomorrow. We've got Doc's Little Festus, Alan Day, and Tadpole, Sean Mead.
There's another one. You know what I mean?
Tadpole and No Name Ep. They're in the race right now on the Pro Sport National Race. So
Yes. And boy, they're head to head.
they're neck and neck. They're here. They're both here. They're both competing. So they're not just thinking about a world title. They're also thinking about that nationals too.
Yes.
So that's going to be a pretty jamming.
That's a cool race too.
It is. And that
that's-
shows, like we mentioned last night, a dog's got to stay consistent from January to December.
Go through the heat, the cold, the you know what I mean? It's tough on them. Takes a lot out of them. Takes a lot out on the person.
A lot of traveling too.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be a good cast right there again. Cast 414, we've got Juliet's, Oakwood Cricket, Stanley Nicholson, Ringtail Stylish Dorothy, Mike McAvoy, Money Clip, Austin Storms, and Elk Creek Blaze, Chris Jolly.
Old Chris Jolly's an old track man fan. I've known him a long time. I used to go down there and shoot horses down there in Flemingsburg, and Chris used to put me up and stay with him. We'd coon hunt and shoot horse. I said, Chris, you got to let me go to bed, man, if there's anything done. You know what I mean? Oh, Kurt, we'll get it, you'd say. I seen him out here today and had a good visit with him. And hey, all them, Stanley Nichols, all them boys, you know what I mean?
They're all packing good ones.
Oh, I go back. Hey, you can't believe the quality of dogs that's here at this thing.
No, and like we said, we can't stress enough. This is the best is here.
Yes, you're right.
And then they're going after this world title. They're going head to head out here. It's not easy.
No. Hey, if it was easy, everybody'd be in it, right?
And everybody would win.
Yeah.
So that'd be a wonderful cast right there. We've got cast 415, Brush Creek Rodeo Tough, Troy Hiddle, Grace, Trevor Hack, No Name Ep, Daniel Sneed, and still Dustin Brummett. That's the No Name Ep. Him and Tadpole are going head to head.
Head to head. And I'll tell you one thing, them guys are gentlemen too.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what?
absolutely
I
they
interviewed
are.
them last night, and both of them is just Class A type guys.
They are. They are. No, and Trevor Hack, Hunt Gracie,
A lot of
he's a
times
local
when you're
man.
on them races and it's head to head, how should I say this? We don't mean to be, but you can get caught up in the heat of the
Oh,
moment.
absolutely. You invested so much time and work in
You
it.
can bump heads, just kind of
Absolutely
like
can.
Earnhardt. But you ever see Earnhardt say drive by him? You always race by him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's the way these boys are here.
They're cutting no slack.
No.
Absolutely not. And you got Trevor Hack here with Grayson. One thing about Trevor Hack, he's a local man here. They had a cast, I believe it was last night or night before. They treed 16 trees, and I think they had 13, 14 coons.
Yeah,
That
it's
is-
unreal.
That's a lot of coons. So he'll be guiding this cast. So they're going to be in a lot of coons. We got Steele, Dustin Brummett. I've personally hunted with that hound from Kentucky. Dustin's always packing a dog. And one thing about him, he's hunting his line of dogs. He
He
raises them at
raises
his
what he
house.
hunts and hunts what he raises.
Absolutely.
I
That means a
respect that too. That's hard to do.
Absolutely.
We talked about that with Dick Brothers the other day, and we try to breed for traits and characteristics, and you make one bad cross, and you're messed up 3 or 4
absolutely.
years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
People don't realize that, but that happens.
Absolutely. So we'll jump right in here to cast 416. We've got Flat Rock Dot, Bobby Burden, Full Strut, Charlie Young, Brush Creek Willie Nelson, Jeffrey Stokes, and Mojo Electric Bojo.
Oh,
Jaden
Stokes
Evans.
boys, them Stokes boys. He's a hammering on them, isn't he?
He is.
Hey, what about old Strut, huh?
Strut's a good one. Everybody knows who Full Strut is. He's been in this area for a little while. He's hunted a few pro sport hunts, and obviously Bobby Burden.
Oh yeah,
Bobby
no stranger to the winner circle.
He'll never be packing a slouch.
Yeah.
If Bobby Burden shows up to a hunt, he's got one to win.
He'll have it ready.
Absolutely,
I can
he
promise
does.
you
So
that.
that's Jeffrey Stokes, always hunting a good dog. That dog actually put me out Tuesday night. So
I can remember that boy when he was in the youth world with Davin Yark and Cole sweating him. He's hunting old Bud Light.
Yeah.
That's how far back I go with that boy.
and them
them.
Stokes boys, they hunt.
They're hunters.
They hunt
and
hard.
I was raised up here, but yeah, they're coon hunters at heart. Well,
Absolutely.
all these guys here, like we talked today, is coon hunters at heart.
They gotta have a love for the sport.
Yeah.
There's got to
Because
be
it
a
gets
love.
aggravating. It gets depressing at
Oh,
times.
absolutely.
You get a good young dog, he gets sick, something happens, he gets run. Hey, they can get run over, anything can happen out here.
Oh,
When you cut one
absolutely.
loose, it's out of your hands, and I try to stress that. Enjoy everyone you got while you can.
Oh, absolutely. So that'll be I'm excited to see who wins that cast.
Yes, I am too.
Cast 417, we've got Miss Drive Driven, Jolene, Logan Wilson. That's the cornhole champion right there.
Jolene, Eddie.
That's right. We got Mojo's Shots Fired, Chad Reiser, Toenail Deep in Profit, Brad Manis, and Frogger Jr., Ricky Osborne.
Let me tell you something. There's another cast. I mean, I wouldn't want to pick any of these guys. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not. And obviously they're here at the World Championship. They're here for
They're
a reason.
for a reason.
They know that they
They're
have a dog
wanting that
capable of
crown,
winning.
and I don't blame any of them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not. So Chad Reiser.
The money's nice, but the crown means a lot.
It does. Prestige.
It is.
It's something to say you're a world champion.
Yeah.
That means a lot. And
I know that's
you
what my
got
dad said
close.
about me. He said, Kurt, you got to be a world champion. I doubt if you ever said it that way. You, Kyle.
I don't think he did. No,
Oh, yeah.
and you've been close to the world champion.
Oh,
you
yeah. I've
got
been
second.
reserved. Yeah, I've been in there a lot and hammered on them.
That just shows how hard it is to
Yes, it
to
is.
finish it. And because nobody thinks about it. This ain't a one and done.
No.
You're hunting round after round after round against the best of the best.
and you got to take them one at a time.
Absolutely.
And it just, it's unreal.
It is. So we'll jump right in here to our last cast of the night. Cast 418, we've got Fred's Golden Nugget, Hayden McGee, Fast Talking Julio, Logan Hester. And one thing about Julio, Monday night, to show the heart this dog has, climbed the tree,
This is a dog that was 50 foot in the air.
50
They
foot
called
in the air.
fire trucks out to get him.
and the dog went up
As soon as they put the
Fell out.
ladders up, he jumped. That is right. I
50
mean,
foot up in the air. This was just Monday night, Kurt. And this dog is right back out here.
got heart.
That shows
Got
the
heart.
true heart that dog's got and the will to
They
win.
called me and told me they had the fire trucks on the way out to get him. I mean, my heart fell to the floor. You know what I mean?
Because you know Logan cares about that dog.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So, and it'd be unreal to see that dog push through this world hunt.
And most of the time when they fall out like that, they bust a rib or put a rib through a lung or break
Absolutely.
something, and bruise them inside. It's obvious that dog, he's here for a reason.
Yeah, and he's got the heart.
Yes.
And right here we've got Belle Island and John Strickland.
Oh, yeah, what a catch. There's another man.
Froggo, Billy Blevins.
Hey, I wouldn't want to be in that cast either. You?
No, absolutely not. So that wraps up our quarterfinals matchups for tonight. We're going to go to a commercial break here in a second. So everybody, drop your comments in the section below. Me and Kurt's going to answer a few comment questions right when we
Absolutely.
come back from this commercial break.
Thank you all.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed them matchups tonight. Kurt, them matchups they're tough.
They're fabulous now.
They're tough, and I'm excited. We don't want anybody to go anywhere throughout the night. We're going to be bringing some interviews of these cast winners. I'm excited to see who wins these casts.
Yes, I am too.
So without further ado, we're going to go into some of these listener questions through here. We got some comments showing up. So
how about old Avery Bell on there, huh?
Absolutely. So obviously we got our producer JJ behind the scenes. He's going to be putting these comments up. So JJ's got us a comment right here. We got TJ Mountain. It says, Kyle, how do I grow a mustache like that? It's all natural.
It's all natural. Hey, it's all in his DNA. You understand?
There we go.
Just don't grow no ears like this guy. You'll be all right. Huh?
Yeah, there we go. TJ Mountain, he's a good buddy from mine from back in Tennessee.
That's cool,
I've
man.
had some nights with him. He's a good guy. So, yeah, it's all natural, TJ. Go to the next one, JJ. It says,
Avery,
you are looking good, Buzz Jr. He called you Buzz Jr.
Buzz Jr. Me and Avery go back a long ways, brother. I'll tell you that. Billy's brother.
Absolutely. Before we go on to the next listener question, he's called you Buzz Jr. Kind of give him a little rundown of who old Buzz was.
Buzz is the man that had Rat, him and Kevin, and had Tequila Sunrise. He had a bunch of the greats. He was behind me, and I tell you what, I can't say enough about that man. I love him like my father. And did we get into it a few times? Hell yeah, we got into it a few times.
Yeah.
But we understood each other. You know what I mean?
Me and you get into it every day.
Hey, and they all talk about Billy Bell's a great guy. But then you got Avery. Yeah. Avery's like, Billy and Avery's like black and white. You know what I mean? But you ain't going to beat Billy. He's a family man.
Not.
And he's got a track man female station on.
Billy's a dog man, too.
He's a dog man.
And he has won all over the country.
Proved himself everywhere.
Absolutely.
And Avery is, too, I mean, he's a dog man. And we all are. And I'm glad these guys are watching. So it makes me feel good.
Oh, absolutely. So we got old Buzz Jr. over here.
Oh, yeah. I figured that'd come on. I'm working on it, Buzz. I'm putting her on.
Yeah. Let's go to another question here, JJ. Look at here. It says, good job, guys. Curtis is the best voice for the coon hunting and hounds I know in this country.
Damn.
How does that mean, Kurt?
That tears me up.
It says, a long time, Kurt truly loves breeding.
Oh, yeah.
You're a big breeder, Kurt.
I've always been a select breeder.
Exactly. And
you're taking that the wrong way.
But yeah, and that's one thing about everybody who knows Kurt Ehring. Everybody knows you through Trackman, Cold Sweat. You were one of the big founders of the big breeds in the Walker breed in the world.
I messed the whole industry up, didn't I?
But no, and that means a lot, you know. And these guys, they appreciate that because a lot of the dogs we had today wouldn't be here without your breeding.
I appreciate that, Kyle. I mean, I've worked hard. It's like I tell everybody, it's teamwork to make this work. Yeah, you got to have it, and friends and stuff, and to believe in you. It's just a dream come true. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
absolutely, absolutely. Let's go here to another question of Alan Smith. Let's see what he's got to say.
That's an old boy from Texas, isn't he?
It says, "Tell Kurt to return phone calls."
Here we
been
go,
ignoring
Alan.
Kurt?
By the time I really think something up, he's got to bring up the best side of me, doesn't he?
Oh man, oh man.
You know, I can't see the phone like I used to, so I tell him.
There you go. That's a good excuse right there. You know, so that's gonna wrap up our listener questions for the night. You know, and
Thank everybody for viewing this.
And-
Now,
and we
don't
don't-
go nowhere. We're going
don't
to have
go
some
anywhere.
real lineups here for long.
oh, absolutely. You know, before long, we're gonna have some cast winners rolling in here, and like we said, this is the last night for these to get in. So these guys are coming in
It's
Wednesday
for the
night.
blood tonight.
They're going after.
They're racing
you know?
for the gold, boys.
Absolutely, they are. So we appreciate everybody for getting on tonight. We want to thank all of our sponsors for hitting on. And once again, don't go anywhere. We got a big weekend coming up. Also, we got quarterfinals tomorrow night, semifinals. You know, we've got some big technology hitting the woods, live footage from the woods, as well as Saturday we've got a bench show. Kurt,
Absolutely.
you gonna show a dog in
Probably the only thing I'll show will be my ass.
there? Oh man! So that bench show will start at 2:00, and actually it will be streamed through.
That's
D&D
going to be
Sports.
cool.
So anybody that wants to watch it, go to the Facebook page on D&D Sports. Also, it'll be shared right on the Pro Sport. So that's going to be a cool thing, Kurt.
Yeah.
You know,
I
that's the
mean, we
first
got
ever
some
Pro
things
Sport.
happening, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And obviously, we're going to have a Final 3 live show where the world champion will be crowned on
That
Saturday
is going to
night.
be neat now.
So once again, we'd like to thank everybody for joining us on this live show. Stay tuned for the winner. You're going to interview him, Kurt?
yeah, we're going to let it all hang out. We're going to have it happen,
We're
man.
going to let it happen. So once again, thank everybody for tuning in for another live show.